learning how to generate force on your own and how to steal force from the floor, how to steal force from the other person, and move in concert with it as opposed to clash against, which if you watch two untrained people fight, it's almost entirely a clash. It's a runaway and clash, a runaway and clash. If you watch jiu-jitsu done well, it looks like water moving around a solid structure. I think that a lot of times, like the clashing that we see going on and working well is just the fact that, you know, you get very, very physically powerful people every now and then they're able to get away with this. But I don't think that that's fantastic, because ultimately it's a results-driven thing. But I think that the essence of the martial arts is learning how to make more out of less and how to move with and be yielding, almost like real-life Aikido. I think you flow until the point at which you are the greater force, at which point in time you can apply. But if you look at the best throughout the course of history in boxing, in wrestling, in judo, they're magical. They disappear and reappear. It's like fighting a ghost that when you don't want to find it, it finds you. And I think that we see that in the Barbosajj of wrestling. And I guess you could look at Floyd Mayweather or Willie Pep, or Pernell Whitaker in boxing as brilliant examples of disappearing and reappearing. And when you're strong, it's almost like guerrilla warfare. When you're strong, I'm nowhere to be found. When you're weak, you can't get rid of me. And I think that's what we're looking for. To use Bruce Lee, which is a little trite, but again, he's brilliant. It's like water can flow or water can crash, and they would crash when they needed to crash, and they would flow when they needed to flow, but they would flow for the purpose of dissipating and then crash when they would win. And at the right moment, then go back to flowing the second that the other person found them. And it's beautiful to watch. It's artistic. And I think that that great expression of anything physical is ultimately studied as a science, but expressed as an art. And I think that that's something that gets lost in jiu-jitsu a lot of times when it gets a little nerdy, like do this, hand here, like the more details I have, the better, when in reality that's just not in my experience how it's done. I mean, I would just say that you have your arms bend in various ways. You have